everybody, my name is Katrina, and today I will be doing something a bit different. So there are so many things I kind of want to watch now I will be getting to, but there are also some new groups and new people I'm getting recommended. So I do want to make sure I get to all of that. But I'm also realizing that if I try to do, like, each group kind of gets their own video, at least at the beginning, like once I get to know them a bit more and like them more, then yeah, they will get their own. But since there are certain groups I don't necessarily know or I haven't dove into, I want to make sure I at least get to some of their stuff. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to kind of do a mix of different K-pop groups, artists, so that I can get a taste for them and then get into them a bit later on when I've organized my videos a bit better. One of them, before I say that, so I'm going to be listening to 3 songs today. One of them, one of them, I don't know if people will consider it necessarily like a K-pop song, but it's Angel Part 1, and Jimin of BTS is in it, with a lot of other people I don't know. I want to say Kodak Black sounds familiar, but I'm not really fully sure. So I'm going to be watching that music video. I recently just saw Fast 10. I loved it, and the music in it was amazing, and when I was looking up what the songs were, I saw that he was in one of the songs, and I was like, I don't remember hearing this in the movie. It could have been in the credits, it could have been in the movie at some point, and I just don't remember because I was so caught up in the movie itself. But I was like, I loved the movie, and I know Jimin's like really good. I've liked him in I've liked his parts in the BTS songs I have listened to, and I've liked him in Vibe with Taeyong. So I'm like, I know he's going to be good, so I'm interested in listening to this song. So that's the first song I'll be watching. And then a new group, they're called Blackswan, and the song's Karma. So I'm assuming, it looks like it says it came out like 10 days ago, so around 2 weeks ago. So I'm assuming this is like their newest comeback song. So I've heard a tiny bit about the group, but I don't think I've heard like anything from the group. So I'm excited to get to that. And then the last one I'm watching is, I'm gonna say the group's name wrong, but the song's called Smoky Girl by MBLAQ. I'm just gonna spell it out because it's all capitals. So them, I don't know if you say it a different way. If you do, please let me know. I know they're a second gen group, and I know I've really liked second gen groups. Maybe it's just that older style of music that I've always loved. But so I'm really excited to watch all of these. So let's just get started with Angel Part 1. Okay, sorry. I'm pausing it for a second. I do remember the song, like a little bit. Like I remember this part, but I haven't heard the whole thing. Ooh, whoops. But I do recognize it now, so I remember where it was in it. So I remember I loved this, or this section of the song in the movie, but now that I know what I'm getting into, let me just start over. Okay, cool.
Hey, to me. I'm what you want, not what you need. You don't wanna lose those wings. People like me break beautiful things.
I give it all up to ease your pain, yeah, I would do that all day. I step back from the game and keep you out of harm's way. Erase it all for the game, but it take more than one person. Two people, one till I feel the same when you hurt. I was still in middle school when Givens had Pretty Will. Bodies were dropping before we ever knew about the drill. We gon' be family, no matter what way this go, brother. From the ugly corner where everybody betray each other. I let you hangin' in jets, I let you bang on my set. Put you before my own flesh, like why the hell can do that? Me in the streets got soul ties, devil on my shoulder. You whisper what I told him.
Angel, don't fly so close to me. I'll pull you down eventually. You don't wanna lose those wings. People like me break beautiful things. Angel, don't fly so close to me. I'm what you want, not what you need. You don't wanna lose those wings. People like me break beautiful things.
Curses of disloyalty, we breaking it. Lost my dog, got him back. Took him in, we shaking back. Struggle never broke us, it just made us who we is. Losses taught a lot of lessons, made the wins feel like blessings. Family, all you got at the end, hope you get the message. I ain't tryna make it without you, but if I got to, then I got you. This ain't about me, this about the whole cake. We can take a slice on a different day, just keep your plate. God, family, hustle, goals, heart, mind, body, soul. Watching out for street signs on a narrow road. Heaven at the end, praying for the lost souls with my angel.
Don't you know, don't you know, don't you know, don't you know, I don't wanna let you down. No, I'll never be perfect.
Never wanna see you hurting. You should go, get away fast. 100 on the dash now. Wish it didn't have to be this way. You don't wanna lose those wings. People like me break beautiful things. Angel, don't fly so close to me. I'm what you want, not what you need. You don't wanna lose those wings. People like me break beautiful things.
Okay. I love that song. That was, oh my god, it was so beautiful. I didn't catch all the lyrics, but I kind of got, like, the chorus kind of gave enough away. But it's so good. It's perfect for the movie. I won't go into talking about the movie too much, because if I start talking about the movie at all, I'm gonna go off the deep end and just talk about that. And that's not what I want to do. I want to make sure I get through all the songs I have planned. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it. I just genuinely love the Fast and Furious franchise. And I think this is such a great, like one of ending movies to the series. And Momoa, amazing. All right. I'm going to stop there with the movie, but I love the song. The chorus is definitely my favorite part. I am a bit weird about, like, the auto-tune on the voice, but the vibe of the song they were going for didn't bother me. And they do sound really good as the singers, so I'm like, it doesn't bother me at all. But man, it was so good. One thing it's just me, but the only thing, like, if I had to say something I wasn't a big fan of with the song, I just don't understand the grills, like the teeth grills. Like, I never understood that, like, what they're meant to be, represent, anything like that. So I always find it a weird thing, because it's like with them they had black sparkly grills, so I'm like, I don't get that. But that's me reaching to find something I don't really vibe with the song. Everything else was so freaking cool. The rapping parts were really, like, it's So I've been listening to K-pop for quite a bit of time now, and I love listening to K-pop, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have the channel, but I'm so used to listening to like the K-pop rapping, and like K-pop rap and like American rap are actually quite different from what I've heard. And I don't really listen to American rap much. I don't know, it's just some of it I just haven't gotten into it. But so it's interesting hearing like an American style rap after so long. But how they did it was awesome. I really actually genuinely loved it. I don't know who's who. The only person I know is Jimin. Everyone else I don't know. But the guy that started, let me find this guy. His voice, oh my god, it was amazing. And then the girl also. Where is she? Here. Oh, she's a bit blurred out there. Let me find her. Oh my god. I already knew Jimin had a great voice and whatnot, so I'm not surprised by him in this song at all, because I kind of expected him to sound good, because it's what he's done in all the stuff I've heard. But these two singing also, it was so good. When she and Jimin were singing together and kind of harmonized, so good. I'm so sorry. I also just love the aesthetic of the whole song, because especially like the rappers, you can see it a bit more, but all the parts, they kind of have a darker vibe to it. But when you really look at it and look at the lighting, it's like a soft lighting, and it's cold light in here because of like the blue, but it creates because of the softness, it seems delicate kind of thing, which I really love, because when you listen to the songs, well, this is the only part like with Jimin where it's more warm lighting, but you can kind of see the transition. Looks beautiful. But I love, like, it's a dark like environment, and then you've got that soft, this is like bright, but it's like a soft with how it's fading because of the darkness, and it adds so much to the song visually. Like all the colors also are done so well, because it goes so well with the movie, and like the different colors they have in the movie, and it's just done absolutely, it's beautiful. I really love it. I love seeing the different parts of the movie in it. I love that the artists themselves are with actual cars. You can't have a Fast and Furious song without cars in the actual music video with the artists. So I absolutely love that. But the video itself was just gorgeous. Like this shot, it's such a simple shot, yet it's so impactful, because especially with the song, you're talking about like, you're an angel and I'm not good enough for you to be with me, because I'll bring you down into my bad ways or whatever. Not whatever. You know what I mean. So it's kind of, this is kind of a cool aspect, because it's kind of showing like the reflection, like a good person and the bad person kind of thing, bringing you down to where they are, the dark side, the light side. Like it's there's so much that you can interpret with this song, and it's just so beautiful. It was done really well. I thoroughly enjoyed the whole thing. Sorry, I'm just kind of like stepping through the whole thing. Yeah, but I really enjoyed that song. I think my favorite part, so I loved the singing, and the rapping was really nice, because it's like it was a change of pace for me. But the track is what got me. Like that piano at the very beginning. I love a good piano. And that was some soulful piano at the beginning. And it was so good. And the piano in the movie itself worked so well, because like it was used at different parts, and it was amazing. And when you hear the piano It's almost as if when they were making the song, they were listening to past Fast and Furious songs, because it had like some essence of those. Like the song See You Again, the piano, like the vibe of the piano from this kind of reminded me of the vibe of that song. And I really love that, because this whole movie was kind of about making connections to the past movies. So really enjoyed this song. If you can let me know who is who, because like I said, I only know Jimin in this video. So if you can let me know who's who in it, I would greatly appreciate that, because they were all just really amazing. But yeah, so really enjoyed this song. I'm probably gonna be adding it to my playlist. I don't know if I don't think I'd be adding it to my K-pop playlist, just one of my other music playlists, but because I make a lot of playlists. But yeah, really good. Really liked it. So yeah, all right. The next song I will be watching is Blackswan's Karma. Cool. Let's get started.
What you like? 가게 in love, 과감하게 let's you make it move. 순진한 척하지만 자꾸 욕심나잖아. 전부 깊이 흥미해지는 날이 날.
Gonna make you bad. Gonna make you fun. 난 모두 맡듯해. 심하고 cross the line. 조금만 get guilty. 왜 매일 느낀 긴장을 가득 채워 you and me.
황홀한 이 순간 원하는 걸 가져봐 밤새도록. Give your own poker face. 충분히 기다려왔을 테니 따따따. Ooh, come on. I see the light. 따따따. Ooh, come on. I see the light. It's a good guy. 하나 둘 셋 come around. 하나 둘 셋 come around, round, round, round. 고고도는 spin around. 멈출 수 없는 할래. 따따따.
가장 높은 달을 향해 손을 뻗어 숨이 멎는 대로 두 발을 디터 춤추는 밤 fuego bet you know come on you come around boy you running but I'm coming for you right now
걷잡을 수 없는 것만 강한 끌림은 미친 듯이 you 빠져들어 벗어날 수 없어 깨어나고 싶지 않은 이 꿈 황홀한 이 순간 원하는 걸 가져봐 밤새도록 Give your own poker face 충분히 기다려왔을 테니 따따따 Ooh, come on I see the light 따따따 Ooh, come on
I see the light
It's a good guy 하나 둘 셋 come around 하나 둘 셋 come around round 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 고고도는 spin around 멈출 수 없는 할래 따따따 What you like? Kakama, kakama, kakama ma. Kakama, kakama, kakama ma. Na 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 na. Come on, gonna get you good. Na 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 na.
Don't be tryna backtrack no you get that payback
Baby 그리 어렵지 않지. 단지 솔직하면 돼. You can say. 가면 속에 널 알고 싶지. All I want is truth, so the play. Hey hey hey. 들이는 너의 눈빛 고민하지마 boy. I just wanna know. 이미 늦었어. 멈출 수가 없는 걸. I don't think so. Come on. I see the light. 따따따. Come on.
I see the light
하나 둘 셋 come around. 하나 둘 셋 come around, round, round, round. 고고도는 spin around. 멈출 수 없는 할래. 따따따.
Okay. So, definitely Was not expecting that. Don't know really what I was expecting from them, but it wasn't that. So earlier, like when I was starting this video, I said I know a little bit about them, not much at all. I literally knew that, like, what some of the members looked like. That's it. So, now, okay, let me talk about the song. I don't know how to fully feel about the song itself. I think the reason why I'm saying that is I feel like I would have edited the song itself just a bit differently. I feel like the only thing I have a bit trouble with, I feel like there were moments where their actual singing, rapping, like those parts were getting lost in the track itself, because the track was so strong and not overwhelming in a bad way, just so strong and like on top, that it sounded like their vocals were mixed in, but almost getting covered up by the track itself. So I personally would have liked if the vocals and the singing part was a bit more on top of the track, just so that I could hear it a bit better without it getting sucked into the track. But that's probably like the only complaint's too strong of a word, but that's probably my only criticism. That's the only thing I would have liked to have potentially changed with the song itself. But that's also just because how I like to listen to music. But the track was really interesting. I love that they kind of, I don't fully know where they are. I want to say it's like somewhere in India, but I'm really just not sure. But so I love that the song itself kind of fit the vibe and aesthetic there. Like you heard, there were certain instrumental parts that kind of seemed like they were connected to more traditional sounds from there. And that I really liked, because I like the idea of them fully going into that vibe. And then, wait, isn't there like an Indian god whose name is Karma? I'm probably saying it wrong if it is the case, but isn't there an Indian god or goddess? I really don't know. Whose name is Karma, though? I thought I remember hearing that. Then if that is the case, I'd be interested to read the lyrics at some point, because if they're really going in that direction, because visually they were definitely going to that, and visually it was absolutely beautiful. They showed so much in it. It was I loved the lighting. It was really soft, bright, warm lighting. And then the colors, like at the end with all the where is it? One second. I'm trying to find it. Like, okay. Like this part where they're doing all that, not dust, I'll just say it, pigment. I'm just going to say pigment. All the pigment getting thrown and whatnot. It's absolutely beautiful. It's very aesthetically pleasing. And then just where they are, the clothing, the color-wise is done beautifully. Like, aesthetically, the music video is absolutely gorgeous. I didn't really focus much on the dancing aspect, at like only the chorus. But so I can't really say too much about their dancing. So I won't. I think the chorus part was an interesting look. Like, I haven't seen something like that in K-pop dance. I mean, I guess that's kind of how it works, but from the little I did see about the dancing, it seemed cool. And then where is it? Where is she? Where is she? Yeah, here. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, her. I was not expecting that deep voice. Like, she has a deeper voice than I would have thought. I like I said, I don't know what I was really expecting with this group, but like what I got was not what I was expecting. I like, so her, when she came in that first time rapping, I was like, dang, because that was a deeper voice than I was expecting. They all sounded really good. I think my favorite vocally, I think it's just her something about her tone. I can't really explain it much. Just how she sounded. There was one part, yeah, her. They all sounded really good, but for some reason she kind of stood out to me a bit more. Like there was one vocal part, I don't remember where it was, that her voice was just really good. I don't know why, but for some reason, and I don't know, I'll just say, for some reason they kind of gave me Blackpink-esque vibes. They don't necessarily sound like Blackpink, but there was something like with the track, and I think it was they had like a techie type sound that kind of reminded me of the very little bit that I know about Blackpink. So I don't know either group enough to really compare them, and that's not what I'm doing. But just the little bits I've heard from them, it kind of came to my mind that it gave me that vibe. One thing I am curious about is where are all of the members from? Because I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't know if, like, I can recognize that they're singing Korean, but I don't know if I would have known that they were a K-pop group. So I am curious where they're from, because it seems like it could be a potentially diverse group, just from visuals that I'm seeing. So I am interested in like learning about that a bit more. So I will say this, I think with this song it might have to grow on me a bit. I think because I didn't know what to expect with this group, and then what I got from this group was definitely not what I was expecting at all, so it kind of threw me off. And then like when it was getting into the chorus part, that change also threw me off. So I definitely think I'll have to listen to this a bit more before I can like really say if I just before I can truly say I really like this song or love this song kind of thing. But it's they've definitely got a unique aspect to them for sure, like sound wise. So I am curious, how long have they been around? I'm pretty sure they're like a 4th gen group, but I am curious how long they have been around, because like how much music have they released so far. But like I said, if this is connected to like the Indian gods, goddesses based off of the name, I would be interested in hearing more about the song itself and like the lyrics, because I love when songs have a deeper connection to something or deeper meaning or anything like that. So I would love to learn more about what they're actually talking about, because I feel like that's an important aspect of the song. So if you know that, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, I will definitely see about listening to this song a bit more before I like say an official like where I am with the song, because it definitely has great potential for me to really like it and listen to it. I just think it shocked me a bit more, and sometimes when I'm in more of a state of shock, I can't fully make a proper decision or say a perspective about something. But yeah, so well, there was something else I wanted to say, but I kind of forgot. But yeah, so I will definitely listen to this song a bit more. Sorry, I just noticed my camera stopped recording because I talk a bit more than I look to see. Sorry, but I'll definitely see about getting into this group a little bit more. So if you have any song recommendations from them or whatnot, please let me know, because they've definitely piqued an interest. I just feel like I have to listen to them a bit more before I really say any more about them. So if you have any recommendations for them that you think I might like, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Let me know about the song lyrics and the meaning of that. I'd really love to learn about that. But yeah, I will definitely end with this saying I definitely think that there are a bunch of like talented women, and I definitely feel like they'd be able to create a song I really like. I'm just still in that state of shock with the song itself. But aesthetically, the video itself was beautiful, and I liked the track. I liked the different things they incorporated in the track. So, and then they like sang rap well. So, like I said, listen to it a bit more, then come up with a more solid opinion. But yeah, cool. So now the last song I will be listening to is Smoky Girl by MBLAQ. Again, if I'm saying their name wrong, please just let me know politely in the comments, because I don't like saying it wrong. But yeah, cool, let's get started. Wait. Oh, no, sorry, 1 second. Music boys live in absolute quality. Is that what the name stands for? Interesting. Sorry.
홀로들어선 클럽 시간은 남아도 새벽 다시 구석바에 앉아있던 그녀는 손목에 레몬 자시 She was Smoky Girl 조명의 붉은 머리 girl 슬퍼 보이던 눈가에 번진 상처 Smoky Girl, Smoky Girl, Smoky Girl, Smoky Girl Girl, Smoky Girl, Smoky Girl, Smoky Girl Girl, Smoky Girl, Smoky Girl, Smoky Girl, Smoky Girl 무시하고는 자주 있는 일인 듯이 날 보며 웃지
핵심이 없다면 금방 티가 나겠지 난 미리 솔직하게 이 밤에 취한 우린 아직 할 얘기가 많아 baby 슬픈 드라마나 찍자는 게 아니야 괜히 서툰 척도 서두르는 것도 할 필요 없어 손 내밀어봐 처음 만났지만 잠시 들어올래 내 맘에 비와
더 세게 안아도 돼 baby girl 하지만 화장이나 연기처럼 날 쉽게 지워버리려 하잖아 좀 더 다가와도 돼날 세게 안아도 돼 baby girl 어떤 슬픔인지 내게 말해봐
Okay. That song was awesome. I love the vibe of it. They had, I think, okay, so I'm gonna talk about the track first. I love the track. That track was awesome. It, I think I loved it because they got like more traditional instruments sounding different. So they had that nice bass drum presence throughout the whole thing, keeping the tempo, keeping the beat, keeping just the feel of the song, which I love. I've always loved a good bass instrument in a song. I think it adds so much depth and character to it. But then they had that like lighter guitar on top of it that kind of sounded like a like techie guitar, and it sounded so freaking awesome. It was so cool. I love the vibe of the track. It was really cool. I love that it was a bit like how it was layered together. Like their voices were dominant on top, but then like there were kind of certain moments where it would swell and then go down, like different things like that, and it was really cool. I really liked it. Their singing is awesome. Rapping also, like their voices are so good. Where is it? So I love the hair. Sorry, I just went past this and so freaking cool. I love that they're doing like a black and white aesthetic and then having the hair pop. It's a visual thing I've always loved, when a picture or moment is in black and white and then you have that one pop of color. I just genuinely love those kinds of photos and whatnot. No, that's not what I meant to go. That's not a great moment. Let me see if I can find a better one. Sorry, one moment. No, jeez. Okay. It's not great, but it's I'm just gonna go here. This blonde guy stood out to me quite a bit. His vocals were amazing. Like they all were, but you always have someone, not always, but sometimes you'll have that person that kind of stands out because their voice just appeals to you, and you can't necessarily say anything more than that. But that's how he was for me. But the song itself sounded so cool. It was weird because it was as if the track tempo and their singing tempo weren't the same. Because the track sounded like it was going to be a very poppy, upbeat type song, but then you had the vocals, which seemed as if they were leaning a bit more towards ballad-like at the beginning. So it was like a thing that it could throw you off, but it worked so well together that it just kept my interest, and it sounded really cool. Their dancing is so smooth in this. Like there was some like sliding footwork where they were spinning or turning that looked so awesome. They look so cool. I love the aesthetic. I love that they're all in suits here. And then there was like an end part. Yeah, here roughly. No, that's not good. When they're with all the paint and the glowing, I can't fully say why, but for some reason, like this part, especially when he was rapping, this member was rapping, it kind of reminded me of Good Boy. It didn't sound anything like Good Boy, so I'm not saying that. I just mean the video, like aesthetic, because they had it didn't have the paint splatters in Good Boy, but like the glowing with the white and like all that. Visually, it just reminded me of Good Boy. When did it come out? This came out in... Sorry, I'm just gonna look it up quickly, actually. Sorry, one moment. Sorry. 8 years ago. Okay, so this came out a year before. So that makes sense because this definitely seems like the vibe of the time within that year range. Yeah, because this would have been, if they're having, like, this would have been, what, wait, 9 years from now, would have been, what, like 2012 or something like that? Yeah. And then, like, not too long after, like, EXO's Overdose was in a summer, that was 2014. But it's in that, like, 5-year range, roughly, where this aesthetic was kind of popular. And I kind of love that time range of aesthetic. I think it just appeals to me. But I really like this song. It was really good. I definitely want to listen to more of them because this was really good. I really enjoyed this. I think this just had, it doesn't sound like an old song by any means, but it's a song like that sounds like it fits the time it came out. And I just genuinely love that time frame of music. I genuinely love second gen, and earlier third gen. And I only say that because I just know those generations a bit more. Like I'm more recently getting into fourth gen and later third gen. So, and this is also more me saying specifically for boy groups because I'm more just starting to get into girl groups. So, but I really enjoyed this song. It was so cool. I definitely want to listen to more of their stuff because I don't think I've heard anything from them. I might have heard snippets of their songs in the past, but this was really good. I really enjoyed this. But yeah, that will be all for my reaction today. I really enjoyed all the songs. Like I said, I have to listen to Blackswan's a bit more just because it threw me off a bit more. But I think they have potential to be a group I do quite like. So yeah, if you have any recommendations for anyone that I've watched today or any new groups or groups that I've already started watching on my channel, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Also, I'm trying to get better on social media, but I do have an Instagram and Twitter. So if you want to send me anything through those social medias, please feel free to do that. Also, I'll leave my links to those in my description. But yeah, I really enjoyed all of this stuff, all of the videos. I kind of want to see about potentially doing more of these. Like, it's kind of like a K-pop taste for me. I don't know if that's what I'll be calling it. It might be, but I'm working on a title. But yeah, so that will be it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching these with me, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!